Timm Delfs. I'm a freelance journalist and I specialize on watches and jewelry and on design, and on lifestyle. I publish in various magazines and newspapers, mainly in Switzerland and Germany. So I do write in German. I arrived here on Sunday, so I did some parts of the GTE on Sunday. Then I went on for 3 days to the SIHH, and I'm back here again because there's such a lot of things to see. I'm really amazed about the variety. It's very difficult for me to actually specify on a certain trend, because one thing you can observe is that every brand, and there are quite a few new brands now as well, every brand is trying to be different, to differentiate each other from what's been done or what's being done by the main brands. So it's very hard to specify on certain trends. What I was able to observe is that, for example, the well-known traditional brands are doing a lot on traditional handcrafts now. They're going back to the roots, for example, by doing special dials in enamel work or engraving. So they're really coming up again with very old techniques that aren't specifically on the movement, but on the, as you say in French, the habillage, so the outer appearance of the watch. Otherwise, another trend that is visible is going back to the roots, vintage watches. Brands are looking at their archives and they're finding all kinds of watches that they've been doing in the 50s, in the 60s, but also in the 70s. So there are different trends going on with old designs, but from different decades of the 20th century. I think the Marvin collection is really appeals to me quite a lot, especially the classic collection, which, as I said when I talked about the trends, is somehow going back to the roots. Marvin has also put up a vitrine showing their old models, what they did in the past. So that's one thing that I like very much about Marvin, the classic line. Well, I think it's very important nowadays to actually go to go to the end consumer directly, and not to communicate via traditional methods of communication like ads. But I can see that there's a strong trend to communicate directly with the customer through the internet. I mean, everybody nowadays is on Facebook. And I think it's a good idea to actually address the end customer directly, so that he gets the feeling that the brand actually cares about him. I hope that everything's going fine with your brand, and hope to see you again in Basel, of course.